Do you know what emotional inflammation is? I've just been thinking about that a lot lately. Just with, talks with my friends. Me and Sue had a great conversation working out this morning. I mean, we always have a good talk. But we were talking about how the last straw breaks the camel's back. How does that happen in our life? Because if you think about it, a straw is so tiny and light and just inconsequential when you think about it in the big picture. But what I see people are often dealing with is the accumulation of unresolved stressors in their life, unresolved problems, issues, trauma, resentments. And with stress comes, toxicity, where we are actually poisoning our body and mind with the issues. And because of that, we develop this inflammation in our mind, in our brain, in our emotions. And it's just like when your body gets inflamed. Hold on, there we go. It's just like when our body gets inflamed and the doctor tells you to take some ibuprofen to reduce the inflammation or to put an ice pack on it or to get a massage to reduce the inflammation, because when your body gets so twisted, tight, and heated, it starts to break down and it just cascades into more and more problems for your physical body. Now imagine your mind constantly on a slow boil because of all the problems and issues, and that's how anxiety and depression can set in. And this is why a lot of people will resort to, addictions to relieve their stress, because they need immediate relief from the pain that they're dealing with. And I get it. I totally get it. The problem with addictions or any kind of dysfunctional coping mechanism is that it only causes more inflammation when we're done doing whatever we do, because we've only increased the problem exponentially. We've only made, because we're not actively problem solving, we make the problem bigger with our procrastination and our dysfunctional coping skills. I mean, if that makes sense. So back in the day, I would run away from all my problems, whether it was in a relationship, whether it was finances, any of them. I would just run away, and I would dive into, before I was into drinking and pills, I would just play video games and just eat. It would be nothing for me to get 2 boxes of pizza, and a big bucket of Kool-Aid, and just eat that and just play video games all night. I would throw away. I'd see the bills come in the mail and I just put them all in the trash. I wouldn't even look at them because I would just want to escape into whatever I was playing, and then it would be watching movies or just hanging out with friends and just avoiding the issue. And it got to the point where I was scratching for gas money just to get away from my house because my house was cold, because I couldn't pay the electric to heat it, because I kept avoiding dealing with the situation. And part of learning how to deal with it is, first we have to manage the inflammation. Physically, your body cannot start to heal when it's that hot and that inflamed. So it's the same thing with our emotions, with our mind. We can't problem solve effectively when we're torn up with stress, when we're torn up with pain and remorse and just when all that stuff is on our head, whirling around like this nasty whirlwind, this crazy toxic tornado. It is impossible for us to figure our way out. So if you want to learn how to deal with your own emotional inflammation, with your hot nuclear mess, hit me up and we'll work through it together. All right? Love y'all. I'll talk to you later.